They call it the Crescent City, New Orleans, a place where the night never truly seems to end, where the air itself feels thick, heavy with the scent of rain, rum, and something far older, something ancient, like the whisper of spirits carried on the breeze. Here, in this city, the very streets remember. Every cobblestone, every wrought iron balcony holds a story. Every step you take echoes with the ghosts of the past, the sound of music, the ache of pain, and 1,000 untold prayers that still hang in the air. In New Orleans, life and death aren't seen as opposites. No, here they dance. A slow, intimate waltz, lit only by the flicker of a candle flame. Long before the first notes of jazz ever drifted through these streets, there was pain. A deep, foundational sorrow. The French settlers arrived, determined to build their version of paradise, but they built it on treacherous swamps and the bones of those who came before. Slaves were brought from the shores of Africa, their bodies bound in chains but their spirits free. Their songs filled with longing for home became prayers. Their prayers, desperate and powerful, became spells. The city grew, its wealth built on a foundation of sugar, sin, and a sorrow so profound it soaked into the very soil. And from that sorrow, something powerful was born, something the church could not bless and the masters could never kill. The spirit of voodoo. And at the heart of that spirit was a name whispered in both fear and reverence: Marie Laveau. By day, she was a hairdresser, a confidant, privy to the secrets of the city's elite. But by night, she was a priestess, a queen. People from all walks of life, the powerful and the powerless, feared her, adored her, and begged for her blessings. Politicians seeking favor, lovers desperate for a charm, even priests questioning their own faith, they all found their way to her door. They say she possessed incredible power, the ability to heal the sick with a touch, to curse her enemies with a glance, and to make kings kneel before her. Her influence was immense, her legend even greater. And when she finally passed from this world, they say the entire city trembled, as if it had lost its very soul. But her story doesn't end there. Those who dare to visit her tomb in St. Louis Cemetery No. 1, especially at the stroke of midnight, swear they can still feel her presence. A watchful, powerful gaze from beyond the veil. Wander through the French Quarter today, and you'll find the air is a strange perfume, a mix of joyous laughter from the bars and sorrowful cries from the past. Stand before the LaLaurie mansion, and a chill will crawl up your spine. The building itself seems to bleed with unspeakable horror. Many believe the tormented screams of the enslaved people who suffered within its walls are forever trapped, echoing in the silence. Not far away, St. Louis Cemetery holds its silent vigil, a city of the dead, with thousands of souls stacked in ornate, above-ground tombs, waiting for a peace that for many never came. Locals will tell you if you stand there quietly during a downpour, when the rain washes the city clean, you can almost hear the faint, ghostly rattle of chains. When the sun finally dips below the horizon, a different New Orleans awakens. This is when the city truly comes alive. The soulful, improvisational sounds of jazz spill from every open doorway, inviting you into a world of rhythm and release. Masks, a staple of the city's culture, hide faces that have seen too much, carrying secrets that will never be told. Every note played by a lone saxophonist on a street corner seems to carry the immense weight of the past. It's the rhythm of love found and lost, the beat of lives lived to the fullest, and the silent hum of the ghosts who walk alongside the living. In New Orleans, faith itself often wears a mask, and even the shadows seem to move with a rhythm all their own. But the city's haunted heart isn't confined to its most famous landmarks. It beats in the quiet corners, the forgotten alleyways, and the grand, decaying mansions of the Garden District. These opulent homes, built with the fortunes of cotton and sugar, now stand as silent witnesses to generations of secrets. Tales of forbidden love affairs ending in tragedy, of fortunes won and lost on the turn of a card, and of families torn apart by pride and betrayal. It's said that the spirits of their former owners still wander the halls, unable to let go of their earthly possessions, forever reliving their triumphs and their sorrows. You might catch a glimpse of a shadowy figure in an upstairs window, or hear the faint sound of a piano playing in an empty room. These aren't just stories to spook tourists. For many who live here, they are a part of the house, a part of the family. The Mississippi River, the great muddy artery of the city, has its own dark tales to tell. For centuries, it has been a highway for commerce, a source of life, but also a final resting place for countless souls. Pirates, gamblers, and sailors who met their end in its murky depths are said to still haunt its banks. Fishermen report seeing phantom ships gliding silently through the fog, their spectral crews forever bound to the river that claimed them. The river gives, but it also takes, and it never forgets. Its slow, powerful current carries the history of the city, a liquid memory of every soul it has touched. Even the celebrations here are tinged with the supernatural. Mardi Gras, the city's most famous festival, is a riot of color, music, and joyful chaos. But behind the elaborate masks and costumes lies an ancient tradition of turning the world upside down, of letting spirits, both good and mischievous, roam free for a day. It's a time when the veil between worlds feels at its thinnest, when the impossible feels possible. And then there are the jazz funerals, a tradition unique to New Orleans. A slow, mournful dirge accompanies the procession to the cemetery, a heartfelt goodbye to the departed. But on the way back, the music explodes into a joyful, upbeat celebration. It's a declaration that while a life has ended, the spirit lives on. It is the ultimate expression of the city's philosophy, to dance with death, to find joy in sorrow, and to celebrate life in the face of the inevitable. So, what is it about this place? Why does the past cling so tightly to the present in New Orleans? Perhaps it's the water, the swampy ground that seems to hold on to energy and memory. Or maybe it's the people themselves, a resilient and soulful mix of cultures who have always had a deep respect for their ancestors and the stories they left behind. Here, history isn't something you just read about in a book. It's a living, breathing entity. It's the ghost you feel brush past you on a narrow street, the faint melody you hear on the wind, the undeniable feeling that you are never truly alone. To visit New Orleans is to step into a story that is still being written, a story where every character, living or dead, has a part to play. It's a city that will charm you, mystify you, and maybe even frighten you a little. It will get under your skin and stay with you long after you've left. Because in the Crescent City, the past is never dead. It's not even past. It's just waiting, in the shadows, for the music to start again. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the heart of New Orleans. If you enjoyed this exploration of the city's darker side, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next adventure into the unknown. We'll see you next time.